So, we're back again, and we're gonna try and find a game to shoutcast again, yet again. As always, I'm being completely boring, and me being the only guy that shoutcasts anything, I do realize that if anyone is so brain dead that he would go and watch all the streams from the first one to the last one, he might see I've improved somewhat, but he would also see that there is not a lot of difference in my approach to the streams and shoutcasts, so it might get boring, and I realize that. But I hope that I would finally one day find someone to shoutcast games with me, and to like find a duo or something. That would be awesome. Either way, we will be trying to find a game, either in the spotlighted games. We see SK Candy Panda playing one and DB Spontex. Oh, those are names that people see in the LCS. That might be awesome to watch. But no, it's 9 minutes into the game and we're not going to be able to follow anything. So let's find. Oh, there's someone from Neophyte. Oh, god damn it! I do not know how to pronounce it. Anyway, let's move on. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Oh, this is just terrible. I just find if there's someone else going on. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. This is the best one, but let's just see if someone is on my friend list that is in game. In queue. Alright, that's all. 5 minutes playing in game. Less than. Let's go spectate this guy. I have no idea who this is. Either way, we are in the game. Well, in the champion select screen. We have about 2 minutes, so let's get right on it. Thresh and Tristana in the bot lane, Zed in the mid lane. Well, no, actually Zed in the top lane, I would guess, and Anivia in the mid lane. Either way, they can just change if they want to. With Maokai in the jungle. On the other side, we have Vayne and Blitz in that bot lane. With well, Syndra in the mid lane, Rumble top lane probably, and the God Pony in the jungle. So, an interesting matchup coming out from both teams. Both teams having quite some AoE capability, although the AoE is mostly swaying towards blue team, of course. Blue team having the box from Thresh, the AoE from Anivia, and well, the AoE damage prevention ultimate from Maokai. So that's an interesting matchup. Not a lot of tankiness, except for Maokai. We'll see how he builds, but he's not the tanky champion that you're used to usually see, like Volibear, Udyr, and champions like that. So not a lot of tanks for the blue team. On the other side, we have Hecarim, who can build extremely tanky. Rumble, that usually goes tanky because he usually picks up Zhonya's and so on, so he does a lot of damage, but he's very tanky as well with his W, shield and so on. And we have Blitz. Depending on how he builds, he can just go extremely tanky as well. So they have a bit of a stronger front line on the purple team, and they also have, well, they have those single target burst capability as well with Vayne and well, Syndra's ultimate, which is just insanely powerful. But on the other side, the single target burst is there as well, since you have Anivia's E on frosted targets. You have Zed's ultimate and so on. So they have quite a lot of single target abilities as well. And I just couldn't call it at the moment. I would give it to the purple team most likely, just because they well, they kind of look stronger. But other than that, I mean, it's quite an equal matchup. I should be well. Yeah, there we go. Stopping the music, and let's just see how everyone is doing on skins. Maokai has one. Zed has one. And then we have the terrible Heartseeker Vayne, which I disliked to no end. Rumble has one. Actually, well, only Syndra and Blitzcrank do not have a skin on purple team. So 2 skins for blue team, 3 skins for purple team. Purple team being stronger, both in my opinion and in the skin wars. So purple team is most likely gonna win this game. But yeah, nothing else actually interesting. It seems I wonder if Tristana and Vayne are both gonna start either Longsword or Doran's Blade. That then we'll see on kind of what kind of elo we are playing. On the other side, on the other hand, we do know that we're playing on about gold elo, since most of the purple team are gold, and the blue team is mostly unranked. But this is a ranked 5v5 game, so we might be seeing quite a lot of fun action, which is not usually the case on these streams. Either way, people seem to have loaded up the game, and we should be entering it any second. There we go. Perfect timing. Let's see what everybody picks up while I fix the displays. Mid and top and mid, and there we go. Jungles together, everything together, fixed it properly. Syndra picking up the 2 wards, 7 potions and 7 health potions and 2 mana potions. An interesting start. On the other side, Anivia picking up the 2 fairy charms, so she's going straight for that Tear of the Goddess. 1 ward and only 1 potion, so she's banking on her egg to save her life at least once there. Well, and of course she does have that flash. So we do not see any kind of aggressive play coming out from purple team. On the other side, we do have the blue team edging towards that mid brush. They just warded it, so they do not want to see any kind of invade coming from purple team. But purple team, as stated, not too keen in going in there. I mean, they have blitz, so they should be really going for it, as if you have a blitz or if you have a thresh, honestly, you should be trying and get those early kills as you have the rocket grab or the death sentence. But both teams just playing it safe, warding out the bushes. Actually, blue team did not ward the bush, they just put a sapling there from Maokai. So purple team is gonna just start on the wolves. Vayne and Syndra still just defending that ramp going towards blue buff, and Maokai picking out Wraith. No help coming from blue team on that side. So he's gonna have quite a slow start in terms of jungling compared to Hecarim, who is just gonna get help from Blitz and Vayne doing quite a lot of damage, and it might be a smiteless one. No, it's not. He just used smite, so he just wants to get it done. He's just gonna go the standard way, not really going for those early ganks. And we are in that laning phase again. Zed and Rumble in the top lane as predicted. Zed is going for Rumble quite hard right now, and Rumble seems to be losing out on this trade. However, Rumble, let's just see what he picked up. I didn't really pay attention. Well, 8 potions and 2 wards, so he's gonna be just fine. Zed, however, having that red potion, and if he gets ganked or if he sees that he can just get a kill, he's gonna use that, and it's gonna be quite dangerous for Rumble to lane against him. However, Zed does not have any kind of ward, so Hecarim seems to be edging his way towards that top lane. He's gonna pick up the golems. He's gonna pick up the red, and Rumble going extremely low, having to flash away from the damage from Zed, only on level 2. So that's certainly a bad sign coming from for Rumble, who actually used one ward already in the top bush and one in the tri bush. Death sentence going out from Thresh onto either, I have no idea who, either Vayne or Blitz, but missing both, which is the most important part. And Rumble trying to trade with Zed. Zed just poking him out every single time. and just winning that CS battle slightly. On the other hand, we see, oh, there we go, no wards for Zed. Zed actually getting ganked by Hecarim, having to, well, just slide away with his W, I believe, or E, and he's gonna be safe. But that just shows you Hecarim can just keep going up there, and Zed now has to back because he does not have any vision. He's afraid of Hecarim coming there again, and that's going to be a huge win for Rumble because he can just free farm, push the top wave straight under Zed's turret, and Zed is going to be denied quite a lot of CS and XP. So a slight win for Purple Team. Purple Team and Blue Team still quite even on gold, about, well, about 0 difference there. And Blitz keeping himself well back. I have no idea why. He should be going more aggressive than Thresh, who only has the hook, and the hook is not as effective as Blitz's rocket grab. But we'll see how it goes. Stun going on to Diana. Diana getting rooted as well by Maokan, getting knocked up, but Hecarim is there as well. Just gets the, just fears people away, not actually doing anything, but his presence was enough. Now Anivia actually getting the stun onto Diana again with the Ignite, finishing her off for her first blood. 7 as well, 6.8k gold to 6.3, 500 gold in favor of Blue Team from that first blood. Now Maokai going 1v1 against Hecarim. Hecarim losing out in the battle, but Maokai not having enough damage, has to flash away. Now Anivia getting the stun onto Hecarim, killing him at the same time. And well, that wasn't a good idea for Hecarim to stay in the bush, especially as he definitely saw Anivia leading that mid lane. 2 kills in favor of Blue Team already. Ignite going down onto Rumble. Rumble going extremely low. However, he ignited Zed as well. Zed might get ticked down, but he's using those potions and he's gonna survive. As I was saying, 2-0 in terms of kills. No, it's a, well, Zed corrected me again. So 3-0 in kills. 1.5k difference, 1.5k gold difference in favor of Blue Team as well, and they're just looking quite strong. Anivia already picking up those 2 kills. She hasn't gone back yet. Well, she just did, and picking up the boots and the Tear of the Goddess plus a chalice. So she's building towards that standard build with the Athene's Holy Grail, the Tear of the Goddess, and well, of course, the Seraph's Embrace. And the oh, there we go, Hecarim going straight onto Tristana, and the Thresh getting the death sentence onto Hecarim, just defending Tristana just fine. He does not have the box yet, but his death sentence and knock were enough. Now Maokai actually going 1v1 against Hecarim is being followed by Blitz, but Blitz might be in trouble here if he doesn't go back. Death sentence lands straight onto Blitz. Blitz gets picked up by Tristana with her E. Great play by Blue Team again. I mean, Purple Team just keep getting overextended, keep making those stupid mistakes and losing out on kills, losing out on CS because, well, they cannot lane, and they might end up paying for it. Tristana leading the CS battle by about 10 CS in front of Vayne. Vayne, of course, not actually a good early game champion, but most definitely a very good late game champion. However, Tristana as well, a very good mid to late game champion. Zed actually ulting, going straight onto Rumble, doing a lot of damage, almost killing Rumble by herself. But Zed now actually missing his last hit, gets equalized and killed by Rumble with a little help from Hecarim. I just forgot the spell from Rumble. Anivia farming out those lanes now with that blue buff that she just picked up, if I'm not mistaken. That sentence landing straight onto Blitz. Blitz is most likely gonna go down. There we go. Tristana picking up the kill for a 5-1 in kills in favor of Blue Team. Blue Team just looking incredibly strong right now. Thresh landing most of his hooks, and Blitz not being able to reply, just not being as effective in hooking people. Blitz should be pulling Thresh and Tristana under the turret, but I haven't seen him land the grab once yet, so he's not doing too well. Vayne has to be careful there not to get death sentence herself, but as stated, Anivia with that blue buff farming out lanes quite easily with the ultimate. She is somewhat behind the Syndra in terms of CS, but she has those 2 kills more, and death sentence almost landing onto Vayne. Well, let's just see what everyone is building. Spirit Stone on both junglers already built. A Hex Drinker actually onto Zed, so he does not want to get any kind of damage from Rumble. Rumble and Zed just going head to head all the time, but Rumble slowly but surely losing out on these trades with Zed. Actually, Ignite going down onto Zed, Zed getting equalized as well, but that Hex Drinker just preventing most of the damage. He stood in the equalizer too long and got picked up by it. 1-for-1 trade in the top lane. In favor of Zed, I would say, as Rumble is gonna lose out quite a lot of CS from that. In terms of where the waves of creeps were positioned. So 6-2 in kills. 14k gold to 12.5k gold in favor of blue team, and well, Hecarim just trying to drive Anivia away, but she just stuns him off and says, "Not today. You're not gonna kill me today." Anivia actually leveling up that tier of the goddess quite heavily right now. She already has about 120 plus mana just from that item. And that the mana regen coming out from that and the chalice is just immense. So she's gonna be just fine at out farming and out laning Syndra quite soon. Rumble actually winning the trade against Zed for the first time. We've seen him in the top lane, so things might be turning around for him. He did pick up that arm guard. But he doesn't have a lot of other damage sources. Hecarim now going straight onto Zed. Zed being prevented to use his ultimate on its full ability, and or else, if Hecarim wouldn't have been there, that would most likely spell disaster for Rumble, as he would have most likely got him picked up by the damage coming out. Death Sentence lands on the Blitz, however Anivia and Maokai are still going for this dragon. This is going to be the first dragon picked up for blue team. 11 minutes, 12 minutes into the game, let's just call it. Stun goes down onto Anivia, gets ulted by Hecarim now, gets feared back towards Syndra. Syndra ulting Anivia as well. Ignite goes down on the egg, and that's gonna be a dead Anivia for the first time in this game. Maokai actually having to flash away as he got jumped by Blitz. So finally, purple team seem to be doing something right. There goes the equalizer straight onto Zed. Zed going quite low. He will have to back, and that's a win for Rumble again. Well, Rumble being able to outpush Zed right now, and it seems that things are turning a bit in favor of purple team. We'll see if they manage to actually make something happen from it. Vayne is slightly behind in CS, but let's just call it about 20 CS. But she doesn't really start to shine. There goes the death sentence again onto her. Box go down. She procs the wall, gets ulted by Tristana, and gets picked up by her as well. Well, as I was about to say, Vayne starts to shine in the later stages of the game, but if she's gonna keep doing these mistakes, getting death sentence every time, and if Blitz doesn't actually start doing something on his own, as he hasn't actually landed one rocket grab that we've seen, or just one stun or one ultimate from him, Tristana is gonna get too fat, and then you do not want to see a fat Tristana. Tristana already has a BF sword. She picked up a pickaxe, so she's going for that Infinity's Edge. She doesn't even go for... it seems that she's not even going for the Blade of the Ruined King, which is usually the case. Now Anivia getting pressured by Syndra actually using her ultimate, and again Hecarim trying to get the gank onto Zed, but Zed is just too good at moving away from those ganks, as there is no hard CC coming from Hecarim, so he can just slide away. Rocket Grab actually coming onto Tristana. Tristana getting impaled on the wall. Vayne ulting up, so that's gonna be an interesting chase. Tristana actually having to barrier away. She's gonna most likely gonna be safe, but Thresh is in pursuit now. If he just lands the death sentence now, yeah, there we go. Vayne was expecting it, so she did not pursue it further. But that was a good action from Blitz and Vayne. Too bad they didn't actually manage to make anything of it other than bringing Tristana low and blowing her summoner spells, but that's what we want to see. That's what has to happen in order to see Vayne doing well here. I have no idea why the auto director again switched the action from bot to top lane, but I guess it just knew that Tristana is not gonna die, so he just said, "Oh, let's go see Rumble and Zed dishing it out on the top lane again." Either way, Anivia is gonna get chased down here by 4 members of Purple Team. Gets pulled, gets ulted by Blitz, so she's not gonna be able to do anything. Picked up by Vayne. Finally getting that first kill of the game onto her. She has that BF sword, she has the Vampiric Scepter, and she's most likely going to go straight for that Bloodthirster. On the other hand, though, Tristana having that those level 2 boots, she already has picked up the equalizer going down onto Zed. Zed not being able to back away from that one. Who uses his ultimate onto Rumble, trying to get him down, but is not going to be enough. Perfect placement of the equalizer straight onto Zed, blocking his escape. Basically, he didn't want to go over it to get any additional damage, and well, tried to get something in return. Tried to get the 1-for-1, but Rumble just a bit too tanky right now. He has the Spectral guys, he has the Haunting guys, I apologize. He has the Seeker's Arm Guard, and he's going towards that Zhonya's most likely next. Although he should be picking up a Liandry's Torment as well. Either way, we'll see what he picks up first, but Purple Team just slowly but surely getting back in terms of the goal difference, in terms of kills, and just in terms of general lane presence. We haven't seen a lot of Vayne and Blitz yet, but Diana has been, Syndra has been consistently winning those lanes. Oh, there goes the root onto Syndra. Syndra getting into the ult, well, actually having to flash away from the wall. Blitz trying to get the rocket grab onto one of the blue team members, but not actually managing. As I wanted to say, Syndra has been winning those trades with Anivia quite systematically in the last few minutes, and she's been doing quite well. Rumble as well, even though now he's putting me to, well, he's putting me in an awkward position, as I just said that he was doing well, but he just got outpushed by Zed quite hard. And here we see Hecarim again trying to get the gank off on the bot lane, not actually managing, as he got spotted off on that ward. But there we go, equalizer going down again, not actually doing anything. Hexdrinker has been procced by but Rumble just overcharges and does so much damage on his auto attacks. Box goes down for Thresh. Tristana picks up the kill onto Hecarim, who just got overextended, and proccing those walls onto that did not help. Syndra now using her ultimate straight onto Tristana. Tristana does not die, however Syndra is gonna get picked up, but gets Tristana in return. Now Vayne using her ultimate herself, trying to get Anivia down, dodges that ultimate. Thresh is onto her, and well, Vayne getting a death sentence again. She gets E'd from Anivia and picked up by Thresh finally. Good engagement from Purple Team, but that was just Hecarim dying way too low, well, going way too low, way too fast. He just got overextended. Nobody from his team was there to follow up with any kind of damage. So he just got caught in the box's walls and completely obliterated by Tristana, who has an insane amount of damage at the moment. It seems that she's going towards, she's building towards the Phantom Dancer next, as she did pick up that Zeal just now. So, well, 5-1 Tristana, you do not want to see that in any kind of game, even even especially not in these ranked 5v5 games. Tristana just keeps increasing her range on her auto attacks, and well, damage again. A bad equalizer coming out of Rumble. Rumble using his overcharge, however, Zed ulting him right in the face, trying to do some damage, not actually managing to do a lot of it. Blitz finally landing that rocket grab. Syndra missing her stun, but using her ultimate, trying to get Maokai down. Zed getting the shutdown onto Rumble in the meantime on the top lane, but Syndra finally picking up Maokai in exchange. Actually, I just noticed that Rumble finally got the gank onto... Oh, Tristana getting caught out here by Vayne. Vayne is most likely gonna get the pickup onto Tristana if she doesn't manage to get away. She did not. And now Vayne being pursued by Thresh and Anivia. Thresh and Anivia have to reconsider this chase though, as Blitz and Syndra are there as well. Now, she might get stunned. She did get stunned by Vayne. Vayne is gonna get her into the egg. Now, Hecarim actually using his ultimate onto Anivia. A bit of an overkill there, as Anivia was already egged, but this is most likely gonna be the bot turret, the first turret of the game, going down in favor of Purple Team, the second turret of the game in total. And, well, Purple Team managing to turn it around 11-11 in kills, 20 minutes into the game that. And, well, about 1k gold difference in favor of Blue Team, but still, Purple Team managing to make something happen, managing to get back onto the horse. And, well, it seems that they're pinging towards this dragon. They do not have any kind of vision, at least not defensively, so they will not know if Blue Team are approaching, and they just decide to turn away and go home, go by. Let's see how much gold is actually on Vayne. 1200 gold, 1800 gold on Syndra, 1k gold on both Hecarim and Rumble, so they all are sitting pretty on quite a lot of gold, and they should probably go back and buy, especially Rumble, who just keeps harassing Zed right now. Zed is actually going quite tanky right now. He is building up towards that upgrade from Hexdrinker, and also building well, he actually built already the Brutalizer. Now actually Blitz getting caught out here, getting the rocket grab onto Anivia, but that's not gonna do a lot. Anivia trying to, well, actually igniting Blitz, gets ulted by Syndra. Syndra picking up the kill as Anivia already expanded her egg. And that was a nice bait by Blitz. Actually, there we go, ulti coming out from Zed. Zed not actually doing a lot of damage, but Rumble getting rooted by Maokai is most likely gonna get picked up here by Zed, and making it a 13 versus 13. In the meantime, Tristana getting the shutdown onto Vayne. Hecarim going straight onto Zed, but Maokai is there as well, full HP, so I have no idea what was the point of that, since Hecarim does not have quite a lot of damage at the moment. He only has that Spirit of the Ancient Golem and the boots, which are a strange pick for Hecarim. I know, since he has the speed increase from his skills, and boots of swiftness just look a bit of an overkill in terms of speed, as he needs more survivability, if you ask me. Either way, Purple Team losing Vayne in the bot lane. I have no idea why would Vayne want to go 1v1 against Tristana, who is obviously better geared. She has 60 CS more than Vayne, and Vayne is just, I don't know, she should just stay back, pick up the kills that she can safely, and not overextend herself if she wants to be useful in the later stages of the game. Or else, if Tristana gets 2-3 more kills, she's just gonna be she's just gonna be melting faces, if I do say so myself. I mean, a fed Tristana is something you do not want to see. It's way too easy to play a Tristana compared to Vayne, and if Vayne is not fed, then she cannot play against the Tristana. Anyway, there we go. Ignite coming down from Zed. Zed completely obliterating Rumble. Rumble not being able to do absolutely anything. Zed picking up the kill onto Rumble, making it a 14 versus 13 in terms of kills. Blitz just blindly missing the rocket grab. I have no idea what was the point in that. And well, using his ultimate as well for minion clear. Well, wave clear. I have no idea what this Blitz is doing, but he's doing it very, very badly. 23 minutes into the game. The gold difference only about 500 gold at the moment. No, I'm mistaken. About 1.5k gold difference in favor of blue team. I'm really bad at math, and that turret going down. Heckering trying to get into the back, but it gets rooted by Maokai. Now gets ulted by Anivia as well. If Thresh lands his death sentence, this most likely gonna be the death of him. But rocket grab from Blitz, getting Thresh under the turret. Thresh getting picked up by Syndra, and Vayne actually trying to pursue Anivia. Anivia just getting away with the help of Thresh's box, which was still there. Getting the stun onto Syndra though. Syndra going quite low, but not really too scared of it. Actually, let's see. Syndra building towards the Rabadon's Death Cap. She already has the Athene's Holy Grail. I just figured that she was building towards a Zhonya's Hourglass, which would probably make her a bit of a bigger threat, at least in terms of survivability. So she would be able to do damage for a longer time before getting killed. But she just decided to go for pure damage. Tristana just barely dodging that rocket grab. Is gonna jump off this bridge, well, off this cliff, and is gonna be safe. 4 members of purple team were diverted, just trying to catch her. So I guess that's a win for blue team. But Rumble again. A bit overextended, has to be careful, as Zed has proven that he can just burst down Rumble without any kind of trouble right now, as he has picked up that Brutalizer, he has the Hex Drinker, and he's building towards the Blade of the Ruin King, so he's gonna be doing quite a lot of damage on his auto attacks. Anivia though, farming this mid lane, and still behind in CS, behind Syndra, which is weird honestly. However, it is true that well, Anivia does not have the blue buff, and she just, I don't know, she just hasn't been shining as she should have been. Syndra in the meantime picking up the blue buff, and well, her cooldown reduction is just going to be insane at the moment. She has 20% cooldown reduction coming out from this Athene's Unholy Grail, and the blue buff is just going to make that even faster. So her ultimate is going to be up in every, let's see, for 54 seconds. That's just going to be bursting down one target every team fight, or even twice every team fight if she survives that long, since well, she's quite tanky at the moment. Anyway, Rabadon's Death Cap picked up for Syndra as stated, so that's going to be a massive burst of damage coming out of her. We have Liandry's Torment built up on Rumble, and well, that's going to be doing a % of damage of maximum HP of the target he's doing any kind of magic damage to. Well, blue team actually looking to push this mid lane while trying to split push the top lane with Zed. I have no idea if that's gonna work out, but stun goes down onto Vayne. Vayne getting quite a lot of damage from only that stun and E. Tristana completely melting Blitz though, and Blitz having to back away. His passive has been procced, so he's not gonna have that shield coming from his passive. Hecarim split pushing the bot lane while Zed is split pushing the top lane, so both teams trying the split push strategy. We'll see which one actually benefits from that, as Anivia and Tristana are incredibly great at sieging these towers, and that's going to be the mid inner tower going down in favor of blue team. Blue team just not stopping, still going for it. Blitz trying to get the grab, gets the grab onto a minion and just runs away in the wrong direction. If he gets caught out there, he would have died. Zed going aggressive, using his ultimate straight onto Rumble. Rumble not using his equalizer fast enough and gets melted down. Now Anivia is being DPS by 3 members of purple team. She obviously got rocket grabbed by Blitzcrank, and that's a 1-for-1 trade for these two teams, except that blue team actually managed to get the tower down in the mid lane. Now Thresh actually getting the hook onto Vayne, getting the box down as well, just slowing Vayne and Blitz down, trying to get away. And now 3 members of blue team are actually trying to get a gank off in this red bush, but no, only Tristana picking up the red buff is gonna be just fine. Blitz has to be careful here, or else Zed will melt him. As Blitz uses the exhaust onto him, tries to get the rocket grab, actually lands it, but does not get the knock-up. And now Vayne is in trouble, flashes over, even though she was just rooted, and gets picked up by Tristana, jumping over the wall with her rocket jump. And Diana, in the meantime, killing Zed on the top lane. And, well, Tristana picking up Hecarim in front of Dragon. So, 2-for-1 trade in favor of blue team, and blue team picking up the Dragon as well. So they got 2 objectives and well, more kills than the other team. So blue team looking extremely strong right now. Tristana, as stated, is insanely dangerous right now. She has that Phantom Dancer, she has that Infinity's Edge, which just increases her critical strike damage insanely, and she's building towards that Blade of the Ruin King, so she's gonna have a lot of sustain with the lifesteal, a lot of damage because of the and a lot of even more lifesteal coming out from the damage, and she's just gonna be able to, I don't know, 3 to 4 shot Vayne or any kind of squishy champion. So blue team, purple team definitely have to think about getting some tanky items on everyone, not just on the front line, not just on Hecarim. And if I'm not mistaken, well, Hecarim has picked up that frozen glacier shroud, so he's building towards the Ferocian shield. There we go, Blitz getting extremely low, having to use his Locket of the Iron Solari. However, Tristana also getting equalized. Now Zed is completely melting melting Syndra. Syndra has been melted just by his ultimate. He just moved on, going straight for a Rumble. Rumble going extremely low himself. Tristana has to be careful not to get picked up by Rumble. She did get ignited, but the Locket of the Iron Solari might keep her alive long enough. Yes! Yes, she survives with barely a millimeter of HP. I have no idea how much HP exactly was that, but it wasn't much. If someone sneezed in her general direction, he should have killed her, most likely. But yeah, that's gonna be blue team actually picking up this top inner turret and just continuing on the rampage. Well, in the meantime, actually, Vayne picked up the bottom inner turret, so a good trade for purple team, but this is gonna be the encrypted turret most likely down as well, as only Hecarim is there. He uses his ultimate, fearing 4 members of blue team. Vayne actually ulting up, trying to get onto Zed. Zed just getting the slowdown. Anivia getting her ultimate down as well for the slow. Vayne and Hecarim have to be careful though. Blue team just turned around and tries to destroy Vayne. Vayne has been deleted, and Hecarim now getting picked up by Zed as well. Equalizer comes down, but hits almost nobody. Maokai trying to get away from Syndra and Rumble, but does not get far, as he was trying to recall outside of the bush, so he was seen. Death Sentence goes down into Blitz, just trying to slow him down and trying to prevent him from overcharging. There he goes, trying to get closer. Did not get slowed by Zed, but he's gonna be just fine. Tristana now going 1v1 against this Rumble. Gets Death Sentence. Thresh is still around, so he gets the assist and gets the Tristana getting the double kill, and well, Zed fucking it up for the triple kill, getting the ace though onto Syndra. Purple team just overextended way too much in that case. They shouldn't have been chasing one by one. A very fat blue team. 24 to 17 in kills, 55 to 45k gold. 10k gold difference in favor of blue team, and they are just looking incredibly strong, picking up the Baron without any fear of purple team, as they have just decimated them while running away. So they kind of went for the French tactic, and then they just turned around and went for, I don't know, for the American tactic, just brute force everyone down. Thresh being very good at his death sentences, just with very little help, going in, landing the death sentence, going in, getting the knockback on his E, and then just managing to get away without actually getting killed by Rumble. So that's quite an achievement. as Rumble would, everything he would have done, would have to do to kill Thresh would be just to use his Q. So, Flame Splitter. So, very good play coming out from blue team. Well coordinated, well decided. Although purple team not really showing their strength, they should have. I don't know. They should have gone a bit tankier, especially Hecarim, who is their main engager, and Blitz just not doing absolutely anything. He rocket grabs maybe once every 20 minutes, and to his own detriment. Equalizer going down, completely useless though, as there is no creeps to kill, and ultimate from Zed going straight on Blitz. Blitz actually managing to get the rocket grab onto Zed, but Zed just flashes away. Now Rumble is in trouble as he is in that Anivia's ultimate. Has to be careful not to get stunned, but now 5 members of blue team are just going for this turret. Rumble just zonyaing in the middle of them, not actually doing anything with it, and Hecarim and Syndra are in trouble. However, Syndra getting the kill onto Zed, as Zed got overextended and got hit by 2 towers from the Nexus, the 2 Nexus towers, basically. This first inhibitor of the game is going to be going down. Most likely the second inhibitor following closely on the top lane, but no, blue team just decide, let's go straight for the Nexus turrets. First turret is going to go down with the damage from Tristana. Tristana just not caring, pushing Hecarim away, and that's most likely gonna be game for blue team, picking up a great convincing win over purple team in this game. Blitz trying to get someone to pull someone, and finally managing and just pulling the wrong guy, killing himself. Thresh going in there, putting the box down, slowing everybody down, while his teammates are whacking onto this Nexus turret. Blue team just does not want to see him, just does not want to destroy this Nexus turret. Maokai is still whacking at it, but purple team managed to finally get him down, and blue team are just trolling right now, getting the kills, getting the Tristana getting the reset of Syndra, flashing over towards Hecarim, picking that kill up, and yeah, that's just overkill. They should have just finished the game and ended the purple team's misery. There we go, finally Nexus going down. A great game. Very entertaining to watch, honestly. Coming from both teams, but purple team just, I don't know, it felt like they were playing 4v5 the whole game, as Blitz was just a complete non-factor in most of these fights. When he did land the rocket grab, he landed it either on Tristana, who is way too fed and just destroyed their team from up close, or just landed it on Zed or some other tanky champions such as Maokai. So very well played from both teams, but of course the best team won, this being the blue team in the present case. This is going to be me, well, shutting off the stream for today. The practice runs were quite fun, but my voice is cracking up and I do not have any kind of water here, so I could replenish my throat power. And well, yeah, I'll be probably shoutcasting another game or 2 later in the evening, but at the moment I just have to take care of some stuff and have a break.